क्यों नहीं दिखाई दे रहा कैमरे में? Hello everyone, I'm Sanjeev Kumar at Plutus IAS. One more update with from Kargil to Operation Sindoor. From Kargil to Operation Sindoor. So, what happened during Kargil time period in 1999? Pakistan sneaked into Indian territory. We at that time period did not had significant monitoring. Yeah, we did not have any kind of idea whether Pakistan can do such kind of things. So we noticed that we left our borders generally open without proper safeguard of such areas, and we did not deploy sufficient amount of soldiers, as well as we lack in technology. Now India is more advanced country. We also taking help from the technology. So when Pakistan's entered into Indian territory with soldiers, it find more suitable way during winter time period. Generally, what happens, all these passes, yeah, high peaks from Himachal Pradesh means you can say this Karakoram and all Baralachala Pass, etc. This entire region is covered by white snow. White snow from you can say October onwards till Feb. So during this time period, we notice that earlier, when India used to deploy some of the army personnel at this region, uh, then they sometimes get completely cut off, because during 1990s we did not have such advanced weapons technology and equipments, communication, road, proper surveillance, etc. Then, when Indian Army used to deploy at its functionary army post, then these peoples used to stuck. They completely cut off from rest of India's because of complete white snow. Border road organization, etc., became helpless during this time period, unable to reach to the soldiers' position. So generally, we notice at Baralachala Pass, although its height is not very high, around 5,000 meter, that soldiers get completely cut off. In March, when organization started to search for these army personnel and they started to clear the road, then it realized that after going over there, these persons, maybe due to avalanche attack, etc., have succumbed to coldness of that region. And they also notice one cannibal, yeah, you can say a madman, yeah, tribal person, which was feeding over dead body of the soldiers. So at that time period, government decide, yeah, army decided not to deploy soldier, especially over the peaks and sensitive areas where there is more cold existed. So uh, this situation provided benefit to the Pakistan. Pakistan soldiers were also not deployed in certain high pocket areas where altitude is more than 5,000 meter. Then Pakistan sneaked into territory of India and all of a sudden started to capture some of the higher peaks. When they entered and captured some of the strategic position, then India realized all of a sudden that Pakistan has invaded over Indian territory. At the time period, we did not have such fighter aircraft, yeah, very advanced technology, missiles, just like very recently we use Rafale aircraft, yeah, Scalp or Hammer missile to precisely target Pakistan, some of the terrorist region, yeah, terrorist training camps. So at the time period, only normal, ordinary weapons we had. When we had such kind of less capable weapons, etc., it led to huge struggle between India and the Pakistan. So what we learn from that Kargil war, we learn that we need to strengthen our border area. We need to improve our surveillance, monitoring. We need to always deploy some of the army personnel with better safeguard protection so that even during extreme harsh, cold storm in that region, they can survive well. So this Kargil war make us ready. Anyhow, in 1999, when we lost significant amount of life or equipments, yeah, arm ammunition, then we realized that we need to strengthen. Although at that time period, due to strategic location, sometimes initially Pakistan get advantages, was in better position, but later on, India thwarted the attempt of Pakistan and uh, retaliate them to their original position, or India started to capture some of the higher peak. Then from there onwards, we notice Uri attack, the Pathankot attack. So in such operation, India now not following the defensive strategy, rather offensive to tackle terror. Very recently, India has launched Operation Sindoor, and that is modified version. What we did during Uri attack, what we did during Pathankot. Uh, so, in Pahalgam, after this terrorist attack, first time all three services, including Army, Air Force, Navy, they integrated work well to determine the time, place, or mode of action uh, to curb this terror, or to reduce the problem of terrorists that they engage around the border region. So we precisely target around 9 places in Pakistan with the help of Rafale, and along with this Rafale, we also inserted Scalp cruise missile and Hammer guided bomb, and these bombs generally used by European countries. They are already tested, and they known especially to deep target precisely inside the territory. Means itself, Scalp missile is carrying the capacity to fly itself. It can be launched by the airplanes or fighter aircrafts, but itself it can fly up to hundreds of meters, yeah, several hundred meter deep inside territory. First, its outer part is very strong, used to hit the target area, then create some explosion, yeah, demolish the building. After that, it started to blossom up, yeah, exploded. Then it is itself full system which can control, which can maneuver at the time of obstacle and precisely follow the target. If target is not very stable, likely to be moved from here and there. If missile notice there are certain ups and downs, yeah, certain barriers in the mid, then it can move around, goes ups and downs. Similarly, hammer Guided bomb is also having the carrying capacity to carry the warhead as well as precisely hit the target. So we notice there was casualties. Then Pakistan also retaliated by using Songar drone of Turkey. Pakistan initially engaged Indian Army, the Air Force, with releasing more than 300 to 400 of these small drones. Then later on, in the midnight around, it paused for certain time period, and after that, by giving the false illusion, it hit back little bit hard. So we also notice a few casualties of army personnel and civilians. Yet, what Pakistan responded, we did more harm. We targeted several airpads, uh, the areas of militaries, certain radar sites of the Pakistan. So there is complete entire focus has changed from Kargil to Operation Sindoor. Entire strategy has transformed. Means earlier India's stand was very much defensive. Now India's stand is very much offensive, and India have declared that we will not tolerate terrorism in any condition. Although this ceasefire by intervening of President Trump uh, proceeding, and both the side, India and Pakistan, have agreed, let's douse this rising tension. But our Prime Minister held that this Operation Sindoor is no more over. Rather, this Operation Sindoor is continue, and India will analyze the response of Pakistan. India will uh, do examination of entire response as well as different steps taken by Pakistan and suitability. Then India can continue or make another plan for the future to remove all kind of terror or their sponsors. Even our Prime Minister held that if particular state is supporting the terror, then we will also go against that state. We will not tolerate in any condition any kind of terrorism across the borders. So that's all within this from Kargil to Operation Sindhu. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Take care.